Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. I'm finally bringing the DIY marble tint tutorial for you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. Getting right into the supplies that we are going to need for this project. Highly recommend you guys use some gloves to protect your hands and nails from any ink splatter. Choose whatever colors you want for your marble tints in whatever colored Sharpies. We need an empty cup, a plastic dropper, whatever dropper you have, an empty nail polish bottle, alcohol, of course, that's going to be super important as well. And then I do recommend you guys use some sort of pliers, whatever you guys have lying around at your home, as we are going to need those as well. So getting right into the tutorial part, I am just opening that Sharpie. We are going to be using our pliers to pop off that top. The plastic top part of it that shows you the color the Sharpie is comes right off. If you put a little wiggle into it and kind of pop it off, you will be able to see the ink pad that's inside of it. That is what we want. This is going to give our marble tint the color that we want. So go ahead and just slide that off. It comes right off. And then we're going to put it into the cup. And I do recommend you guys get the most of your ink. So getting that little tip part of it off also carries a lot of ink, which I do recommend you guys put it in there. I struggled a little bit and I couldn't get it off. So I put it to the side. But I do recommend if you guys can take it off, go ahead and do that and pop that in there. And now we're just going to take our alcohol. It does not matter if it is 90 or 70%. I think this one that I used was 70, and I've used either one and they both work perfectly fine. So we're just going to pour that into the cup, and then I was able to get that top little tip off. So I put that in there, and you can see immediately the ink starts transferring into the alcohol, and that is exactly what we want. I do not think it is necessary for you to squeeze out the ink, but because I was just doing one color, it felt like it was going to take forever if I just let it soak in there. I do also recommend you get that ink pad and cut it in half. As you can see, I was able to find some scissors. Cut it in half, and then it'll all be submerged into the alcohol, which means it's going to go a lot faster. Also, if you're doing multiple colors, like if you're doing 5 at a time, you're going to be working on the next color while the other one is soaking. So it is definitely going to go a lot faster. I was just super impatient, so I started squeezing out the ink. I prefer if I just let it soak because it squeezed so hard one time that it splattered everywhere, and now it is in my carpet. So I ended up doing it on the floor. It was just terrible. So just let it soak. Let it do its thing by itself. Do not be impatient like me. Messes are created with impatient people. So I'm just squeezing out that ink again. And as you can see, the alcohol is super green now, and that is what we want. Now I'm just taking my empty nail polish bottle. I tried looking for some for you guys online, and I couldn't really find these specific ones on Amazon, so I did not include them in the description box. I do have tinier ones in there which will work fine. The only thing is you're not going to get that much out of it. The bottles are very, very tiny. So I do recommend you guys go to your local nail supply store and try to find empty nail bottles, because that's probably going to be your best bet. Now I'm just taking out those ink pads and setting them to the side. You really don't have to do this. You can leave them in there and then just take out the product. So I'm taking my plastic dropper and just squeezing the product into that, and then squeezing it out into the nail polish bottle. And you do want to be careful that you don't overfill this, because that would be terrible. And as you can see, I have a bit left over, which is fine. You can just dispose of that. Or if you have more bottles, just pour that in there. So in order to be able to see what color it is, I do suggest you kind of swatch it on top of the bottle if you can. And then it'll be easier for you to know which one you're grabbing. And I just let that dry for a little bit before I put it back on the top. And that's basically it. It basically concludes this video. I do recommend you shake it up a little bit and then kind of just swatch it on your nail to see what it looks like. You can create so many different types of nail art with these. It's freaking insane how much stuff you can do with them. I've used it so many different forms and I'm absolutely obsessed with these. They're so easy to make, as you can see, and they create such a stunning look. I'm gonna insert a few photos so you guys can see what I've done with them, with the different colors that I've made. That's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your bell notification so you don't miss out on any further posts. Thank you guys so much, and I will catch you guys next time.